Hey everybody, it's Mara. Just doing an update for you. I am 23 weeks and 2 days. Is that right? Yes, 23 weeks and 2 days. So I had an appointment last week with my OB and my fetal specialist. So I saw the fetal specialist first. And I was real nervous about this appointment because being so close to viability and all of that. So I was really nervous about it, but it was fine. There was nothing to be worried about, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love going to these appointments and nothing is wrong. I didn't have that luxury before, so I'm able to relax. I mean, I'm not relaxed initially, but once I get through with the appointment, my husband and I are both feeling a lot better. So my cervix measured at 4.6, which is what it's been at for almost 3 appointments now. Prior to that, it was actually less, so it's grown and stayed at the 4.6. Because it was 3.5. I mean, this is a mini videos back, but it was 3.5. I think around the 16-week mark, something like that, and then it grew to 4.6, and it's been at 4.6 for the last 3 appointments, which is every 2 weeks. Baby looks fine. He has no issues. They didn't do a lot. They didn't look at him very much. They just kind of checked his heart rate. Heart rate's good in the 150s. They checked his fluid level and to make sure that his sac is big and full of fluid. He was fine. So there's absolutely no issues. And even myself, not going to the doctor, I was feeling fine. I feel, I mean, I'll tell you about how I feel right now, but by that point, I haven't had any issues. I've felt fine. Physically, I feel really good. So it's all a relief to go to the doctor and just feel fine, you know. I saw my OB right after that appointment. Went upstairs to see my OB. Nothing really happens at those appointments, so and eventually those will be the only appointments I have. I only have one more appointment with a specialist, and then that's it. I kind of graduate from that, and I'm just seeing my OB, and unless there's any issues. So but yeah, I see the OB. She checks his heart rate. Again, it was fine. She does the fundal measurement, which is, measuring your belly to see how he's growing. He's right on track. Everything's good. So baby is good. So I'll talk about me instead, because I'm the one who usually has the issues, not baby. Emotionally, like I said, it was hard going up to that 22.5-week appointment. I was just so nervous because we had lost twin B, Ronan, at 22 weeks and 2 days technically. We lost him in the middle of the night, so it was like between day 1 and day 2 of 22 weeks. So I was really nervous to see how my cervix was doing, even though I felt fine. You can't trust that dang thing, so I was really nervous to see how my cervix looked and stuff like that, but it was fine. We managed to pass losing Siobhan, that milestone, and pass losing Ronan, and so now I am more pregnant than I've ever been. So I'm in new territory. I don't even know what it's like to be this much pregnant. So it's nice, and I feel like I'm relaxing a little bit, and I mean, I was really pushing to enjoy the pregnancy anyways, because I didn't want to take any moment for granted, especially if we lost another baby. I did not want to look back and think I didn't enjoy him when he was here. So I really have pushed myself to try to enjoy the pregnancy as much as possible. So I feel like I've done a really good job of that, and now that we're at this point, I mean, viability is in days. I'm like days away. It's like I can see not the finish line, but another milestone is right ahead of us. And I've relaxed a lot. I feel a lot better. It's like, and I told myself this the other day, that the likelihood right now of something happening is slim. In fact, the likelihood of something happening is this probably same percentage as any pregnant woman. I've reached like a normal stage where nothing's going to happen to me that it couldn't possibly happen to any pregnant woman in the whole entire world. So I think I'm embracing that thought and trying to relax and just enjoy being pregnant. We ordered the mattress for the crib, and that was something that we were almost getting ready to do with the last pregnancy. And this pregnancy, it's done. The mattress is here. It's in the crib right now. I ordered just yesterday a couple more things for the nursery, so we're doing that, and like I said, being normal. We're trying to be normal and enjoy everything. My husband, with the twins, he stripped a dresser of the paint and sanded it down. He was going to paint it for them, and unfortunately we didn't make it far enough to get to that stage. He was getting ready. That's the very next step we got to do, is prime it and paint it. So he's going to start working on that this weekend, on the dresser for this baby. And I've finished, what did I do in the nursery? I finished the bed skirt. Again, something I had started with the twins, and this time I finished it for this baby. And I did a little valance or curtain for the window. Again, another plan I had for last pregnancy that I'm finishing up for this. Also, I'm keeping the nursery as is. I'm not changing colors or doing anything different. It's still very gender neutral, and go for boy, girl, whatever. And I'm not really a make everything pink or make everything blue person anyways. So I just stuck with the original twin plan. And I know my twins would love to share what we had already set up with their little brother, so I don't feel weird about doing any of that. Maybe some people might, but that's not me. So I've kept everything the same, and all the plans that I had made for the twins I'm keeping for this baby. The only difference is I'm not buying two of things, you know. We already had 2 cribs, but I only bought 1 mattress this time. And I mean, that's another big step, is having to take this other crib down because it's still up right now. And I feel like I'm going to bawl my eyes out when that happens. And that's okay. Those are valid feelings. So yeah, I'm just keeping all the same plans, all the same thoughts and designs I had for the nursery for the twins. They're going to be the same nursery for this baby. So I'm going to start working on those things. Like I said, I've got the mattress ordered and a couple more things. And I hand make a lot of stuff. So like I said, I did the curtain, and I've got to do a footstool. I have like footstool parts, and I want to fix them up and refurbish it for this. I've had it for like years and years and years. It's like a wicker footstool type thing, and the lid comes off and you can put stuff inside. So I'm going to fix up the wicker, because part of it's like kind of coming undone and unwoven. So I'm going to fix that, you know, as much as you can. I'm going to glue it and stuff like that, kind of glue it down and secure it. And then I'm going to paint the wicker. Some people might like, don't paint wicker, but I feel like that's what I want to do. And the top is not padded right now. It's just wicker, and it's kind of hard. So I'm going to pad the top so it can be a good footstool to go with we have actually a sofa, in like a very tiny sofa. It's not a big sofa. It's like almost like a big chair, actually. We have a sofa in there, and that's where, you know, I'll be doing my breastfeeding and stuff like that. So I've got to fix the footstool, so I've got something in there. What else? That's about it. So emotionally, I've had issues, but now I don't. Now I feel better. I feel relaxed. I've been going to counseling since we lost the babies. I think a few weeks after we lost the babies, I started counseling. So in the middle of August of last year. So I've been in counseling ever since. And my counselor feels like I'm doing really good and is ready to graduate me from counseling. So I told her being honest. I told her I wasn't ready to be let go completely because I feel like right now she's a comfort to me and maybe a blankie of sorts. So I'm not. She said that's fine. You know, I'll keep you on. We want to do what makes you comfortable. She suggested spacing out the appointments, so that's what we're doing. Is because I was going every 2 weeks, and I'm not going to see her again for a month. So we're spacing out the appointments and just seeing how I do with coping and stuff on my own. She's given me plenty of tools to manage my feelings and cope with stress. So I feel I'm happy with this arrangement. I feel like I'll be fine. And you know, who knows when I get to my monthly meeting, I might stretch it out to a month and a half. I mean, I don't know. I'm doing good emotionally. And she knows that, and so I'm moving on. What else? That's about it. I mean, physically, I'm 20, like I said, I'm 23, almost 23 and a half weeks. And I've been feeling more tired and worn down. Belly's getting bigger, so I think I'm just weighed down a little bit more. Other than that, I mean, I'm even actually, because I'm tired, I've been sleeping a little bit better. Or I wasn't sleeping better like a week or so ago. I'm sleeping better. I'm starting to get a little out of breath doing things, like even talking to you right now. I'm like, okay, just breathe. And just tired and worn out a little bit. So, and like I said, the only thing I can attribute it to is that in general, you know, I'm heavier. I mean, I've been on the scale. I've gained so far in the whole pregnancy, 12 pounds, which is not bad at all. I mean, it's not where I'd like to be. I'd like to only be at 10 pounds right now, but there are things I just can live with. Absolutely. So yeah, physically I feel pretty good. There's no issues. I'm not even feeling any pressure or anything like that. I mean, sometimes this baby's on my bladder and I feel bladder pressure, but no like cervical pressure or anything like that, anything uncomfortable. You know, my belly, I'm having trouble sometimes rolling around or moving or sitting up or standing up. But again, I'm going to attribute all of that to just having the extra weight and a bigger belly. And I'm not that big yet, but I feel like with as big as I am now, I'm going to be the size of a house. Because my husband's a big guy and I'm expecting to have a big baby. So, and when they measured my baby a couple weeks back, I think I mentioned this, he was already weighing 13 ounces and he should have, you know, around that time he should have been like 11 or 12. So he was already weighing a little more than normal. They didn't measure him at this last appointment, so I'm not quite sure, but, you know, all the pregnancy book says he at least weighs a pound by now, and I'm pretty sure this baby's probably 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, so yeah, I feel like I'm going to be bigger as this baby gets bigger. I'm definitely going to get a lot bigger. And that's about it. I don't have an appointment for until the 11th, and so every 2 weeks, and that's my last appointment with the specialist, and then I graduate from that, and like I said, I'm almost normal. Everything's going pretty good. No complaints. So I hope everybody's doing good. I'll take any questions. I mean, I say a lot, but maybe I'm not saying what you want to know. Definitely ask me some questions. I'm happy to help anybody with anything, or even if you're just curious about stuff, you know, if you're curious about my pregnancy and where I'm progressing from here and what decisions I want to do and stuff like that, please ask me. I'm happy to share. So I'm an open book, even if it is on the internet. So hope you guys are doing well. Bye.